Welcome back. If you or your loved one is a veteran who needs assisted living care, you could be leaving tax-free money on the table. So here to show us how simple it is to check your eligibility for VA aid and attendance is Greg Steen from Senior Care Advocates. So VA aid and attendance, what exactly is it?
Good question. So the VA has done a great job of putting together programs that will assist veterans and their surviving spouses, whether they need in-home care, assisted living, even skilled nursing, but it's really most beneficial for people that are at home and they need to get some care.
Okay, so this is only for assisted living care.
Assisted living, no matter where it's at.
Okay.
So in your home or a nice community
or somewhere else.
Yes.
Now, I couldn't use this money for there are stipulations, I won't give an example, but there are stipulations
Correct.
of how you could not use this money.
Correct.
So how do we see if we are eligible for this?
So we have a simple, when people call us, we have a simple sheet we just go through. There's 5 questions. The first is you've got to be a wartime veteran.
Okay.
So, and the VA has a list, and we've got it on our website as well, with all the dates. And so as long as you are active duty during a period of conflict.
You don't have to have gone to war.
Correct.
You
so
just have
for
to have
instance,
been active
Vietnam,
duty.
you don't have to have been in the country, but
it.
just during that period. Then you have to obviously have a medical need, which is proven by a doctor. And then they look at your income and your assets and your cost of care. As long as those line up, then you qualify.
And so what could be the potential benefit?
So the potential benefit to a single, say for instance, a surviving spouse, is about $1,400 a month.
Oh, wow.
Right? And
That's
it's
a lot of money.
tax-free. And if you're married veteran, it's about $2,600 a month right now.
Wow.
Yeah,
so that's
really
a lot
cool.
of money. And you have noticed that a lot of people are missing out, or they're just not realizing this benefit.
Yeah, unfortunately, the VA does a great job of providing the program, but not a great job of making it well known.
Right.
And so the VA at their own admission on their website says that only about 50% of all vets are using any benefit that they have, period.
Yeah.
And so we're trying to get the word out because people don't realize that, you know, these benefits are available. And here's the big thing, Emily, a lot of people won't, you know, the older generation is better at saving, they're more conservative. They're not going to spend the money because they're afraid someday they may need it for a rainy day.
Right.
Even though it's raining and it's that day, right?
Yeah.
So we need to let them know these are dollars that are available because, you know, $2,600 a month goes a long way for care, even at today's cost.
Yes.
Yeah.
So how long, if somebody gives you a call, you help them check to see if they're eligible, how long will the process take before they see actual money?
So in most cases, the VA says about 6 to 9 months. We tend to get it done right now in about 3 to 4 months.
Yeah.
And, you know, we know how to kind of navigate that maze and all the red tape. But as far as eligibility, we can determine that on the phone.
Oh, okay. Super fast.
It's free. You know what? It doesn't cost anybody a thing to know if they're eligible.
Yes.
And then if they're not for some reason, and it's basically assets, or they don't have the expenses, there's perfectly legal strategies that can be implemented to help them get to where they would qualify.
Right.
So they can.
Well, I would think that in some cases, maybe they don't have the expenditures because they don't think that they can afford the expenditures.
That's
but they could be missing out on something that could really, you know, improve the quality of their life with this benefit.
And they can do a care caregiver agreement, so that basically you're able to show the VA, hey, I need this, you know, this type of care. I can't afford it, but if I had this agreement and I could pay somebody with the money you're going to give me, I can get the care that I need. And the biggest reason that we're doing this is that people are home, they're not getting the care they need, and so they end up in the hospital, they maybe go to rehab, they go back home, they're still not getting the care because they don't know, and the bottom line is people aren't getting the care that they should.
Right.
So their quality of life is diminished, and
yes, which will take years off of your life, and we can change that. So the number to Senior Care Advocates is on the bottom of your screen. That is their website right there, and we've got the number and the website online. Greg Steen, always a pleasure to have you. You always have great information. Thank you so much. Coming up here, The Big Tell is back for its 7th year. How you can turn your story into a documentary for this year's Big Tell Film Contest. That's next.
Steamer is equipped and ready to get your home cleaner and healthier.